Hey, Shalom Akim. This is Yahawashi coming back again to prophesy the downfall of America, to let the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians know that you are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. All right, of the Holy Scriptures, the King James. All right, that everybody claims that they believe in. All right, this is who the message is to the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, and the confusion of faces, which means you could look like another nation, but this truth is going to sit well with you and you're going to accept it, which means basically you're an Israelite. Okay? And especially if you come grafted in and you come and do the work as a man, all right, and bear the testimony of Yahawashi, all right? And I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahawashi, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. All right, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions, and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, just real quick before I go into the lesson, I just want to span the camera around one more time and show you how this business is still shut down. All right, that business that I told you about here in my city, it's still shut down. This is probably going on a month. All right, and it's still shut down. You know what I'm saying? So all praises and glory to Yahawashi for showing this damn proud individual that bucking up against the word of the Lord is has consequences. There's consequences that come with speaking against the Most High's men. All right, his men, the word. All right, doing things of that nature is gonna bring a swifter damnation upon you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how Yahawashi works when it comes to his word and to the men of the Lord that are risking their lives for this truth, man. This is Malachi chapter 3 verse 5, and I will come near to you to judgment. See, so Yahawashi is telling us that he'll come near to you with judgment, because everybody thinks in the world that the Lord is all love. He ain't all love, man. There's scriptures in the Bible that talk about damnation, condemnation, to be condemned, to be judged. So when someone's judged, all right, to be destroyed, what does that mean? Is that they worked wickedness in their life. They did something that was contrary to the ways of Yahawashi, man. You know, and people don't consider that. People think that just the Most High is gonna forgive my trespasses. The Most High is gonna overlook my evil deeds, and I'm good. I just gotta believe, right? But yet the whole time they're not seeking out the Lord. All right, they're just going based on what their mommy told them, their grandma told them, or some Edomite told them on the television set, you know, or their fake ass pastor, Christian pastor that are in these churches, man. Now realizing that Yahawashi is gonna come near to you with judgment, man. You know, it says, and I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, against the adulterers, and against false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages. All right, it's like us brothers, we're out here, we were hired to come and preach this word, man. Now they oppress us of our wages, not meaning that they ain't giving us the credit that we deserve. They're not giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahawashi for sending out his men to tell us this beautiful message, the good news, which is the gospel that everybody claims they love to hear. But when it's presented to them, they've despised it. They despise the word of Yahawashi. Now they're going to be shut down. Now they're going to be brought down. You know? Yahawashi is not a man that he should lie. You know? So how can you switch up the doctrine? How can you fit up the Bible to your expectations when you're nothing but a worm, a man? You come from the dirt, man. The tierra, that's what the word earth means. Tierra, which is the dirt. All right? That's all you are. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing high. It's because your pride. Through your pride, all right, through your cogitation of the mind, the thought process is what lifts you up to a high stature, man. But those are just thoughts. You see what I'm saying? Yahawashi is an omnipotent power, man. He's of great glory. Because these people out here got these rides because they got a little bit of money, which ain't really money. You know, then they got these cars, these sports cars, or because they got a badass fine-looking female with them, or they got gold, you know, jewelry. They think they're on some type of level, man. Most High's looking at you. When he sees people like that, he sees you as being naked, poor, miserable. But the man that has his truth, but yet his outside appearance is as weak or poor, But within, he's rich with faith, man, with his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. What, you know what I'm saying? So, because like the scriptures say, this wisdom is above rubies, man, pearls, right? So, staying on topic, where it says he's gonna be a swift witness against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, man. It's not what Esau is doing, right? On that same note, because that could be multifold, right? Hiring a hireling of his wages, because we were hired to do the bidding of the Yahawashi, right? And Esau hires these individuals to do his work, and they tax Jake, you know, they fire him for unrighteous ways, for reasons, you know, unrighteous reasons. Just because they don't like the way he appears, or because he ain't kissing their ass hard enough, you know. So I'm gonna go back to that point where how they have not accounted for our labors. This is in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him." So we're standing in the same lot as Yahawashi, man. We're teaching out into the world as all the prophets of old and before, right? And these people, 2018, are the same ones back from the ancient times, man. They don't count of what Yahawashi had done. You know, they don't accept Yahawashi for who he really is and what he's really about. Because Yahawashi is an austere power, man. He's coming back to judge, man. All right, he's coming back to cast judgment. So in the meantime, he's sending out individual men to speak and to warn you, to sound the trumpet, man. You see what I'm saying? It says, and made no account of his labors. They don't make no account. So this dude, you know, just going off this guy that got shut down right here. And like I said, there's been many times. Well, another account here in my city where I'm gonna speak and say it again. But going back when I started preaching over there in the hood, on Martin Luther King Street, there was a store called Miss Lee's that had been there ever since my dad was a child. And as I grew, it was there, and it's been there up to the point when I started preaching on the opposite side of the street, there in that area, because it had gained a lot of heavy traffic. There was a lot of Jake, Issachar, and Judah going over there. All right, so, but the owners there, they started bucking up. They would actually come out of the store and scoff at me, talk shit to me. You know, so I would direct my attention, because I wasn't really out there to direct my attention towards any individual. It was broadcast, right? But then I would, anytime people do that, most of the time, not every single time, but I would direct my attention to the individual. That's when I would attack, because they would attack. So the spirit would jump on them, right? So after several, months or maybe a year, they were shut down. And I was going back maybe 6 years ago, and they still haven't came back up, man. That business or that store is now shut down completely. Like, it's still vacant. There's nobody buying it, nothing like that, man. So that's just a witness, man. That's a swift witness against these people that work sorcery, pride, oppress the hireling of his wages, because they don't account of our labor. So Yahawashi, you think Yahawashi has forgotten the stuff that y'all have done to him in old, which y'all are doing to the same thing that y'all do to his prophets? You know, he remembers these things, man. He ain't forgotten. He knows what you did to him. How much more are you gonna do unto it to his servants, man? You know. This is Psalms 104 and 15, or 105 and 15, saying. Let me start at Psalms 105 and 14. He suffered no man to do them wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes. You see? So Yahawashi will correct these kings for his sakes, man, his people, especially the elect. You know? The elect, how much more, if he did it for all his people, how much more is he going to do it for the chosen, man? You know? It said, he suffered no man to do them wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. You see? So he's going to bring a swift judgment upon America, man, as a whole spectrum, man. Not just as a little business, like as I'm showing you brothers as an example of the power of Yahawashi, man. All right, like I said, I have many examples and testimonies of Yahawashi destroying the enemy here in my city that always bucked up against the truth. Some of them, like I tell brothers, or the brother that's newly came in to the spirit and power of Yahawashi, Izar, that's over there in Midland, Texas. I told him this truth either gonna when you reject it or walk away from it, it's either gonna make you real proud or it's gonna bring you real low, meaning that you're gonna get fucked up. He's gonna bug you out, all right, or you're gonna be real proud, which is another form of being bugged out, but you're gonna still think in your mind that you're still prospering. The Most High ain't bringing judgment to you, that you got away. That's how it's gonna seem like. They're strong delusions, because the one that's brought low to the ground, he's still gonna think in his mind that the Lord is with him, but he ain't doing nothing. That's what happens when you reject the word of Yahawashi until he destroys your ass, man. That's what's gonna come over here in America, man. Like I said, I've seen a lot of judgments played out here in the city, man. Through the 8-9 years that I've been in this truth, a lot of things have happened here, man. And as a whole in this city has grown proud and more wicked, exceedingly proud and wicked, man. There was always pride, but not at the level that it is now, man. You see what I'm saying? The crime rate is higher. That's evident token of them being destroyed. That the Most High has separated himself. Even though I'm here, Lord, when I'm part of the elect, and the Lord dealing with me, the Lord ain't dealing with this place, man. Like he ain't dealing with America as in a whole. All right? It says, moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He brake the whole staff of bread. You see? So that was their daily bread that they were receiving out of these businesses. Now this dude right here, downtown Fuentes, in San Angelo, Texas, downtown, the heart of the city, is being attacked, man. It always was, but ever since they kicked me out of it, you know, for a few years, and I had to go to a different area, you know, that officer no longer is on this earth, man. He blasted himself, man, because him doing what he did. The Most High didn't forget that. Now it was 7 years later that represents completion. The Most High never let somebody go, man, that bucks up against his word, man. He will bring a swift judgment upon you, man. And that should bring fear, because we know that it pertains to us too. You know? We're not exempt from it. The elect are going to be exempt. Don't get me wrong. But we don't know who those men are. So we have to strive as the hopeful elect, put on as the hopeful elect, and walk within the fear of Yahawashi, doing this work, man. All right? You have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You got to apply it. You see? Because these people out here, they ain't doing that, man. We are their elders. We are their teachers, man. We are the ones that are going to rule over them, Lord willing. The elect is. Lord, the elect is, period. But Lord willing, I'm part of that number. We are going to rule over these people. These people that rule over us right now, they don't know that we are their future rulers, man. Their future kings. This is Sirach 16 and 11. It says, and if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. That's yet the spirit of Yahawashi, man. He's not afraid to pour out destruction. No matter what you people want to think or feel about him, it ain't there's no new thing underneath the sun, man. You don't control Yahawashi. That's one thing you can't control, the spirit. All right? You can destroy the body, just like Yahawashi said, fear not them that can destroy the body, but fear him that is able to destroy the body and spirit. Because you people can't destroy it, but nothing but the flesh. You can't stop the spirit, man. All his mercy, as his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth a man according to his works. You see? So these are things that are small examples, but yet big, because to inspire you brothers out there that watch the videos and to know that the Lord is really working, man. That he's able to cause certain miracles. That's a miracle, man. You know? Maybe this man will come out here and he'll listen and he'll repent of it and get his shit together and know that he's been going off. Because the scriptures say that an angel rejoices over one sinner that repents, right? So how much more us, man? To know that these individuals, these 2/3, all right, whoever they are, that may be the elect, because we were all 2/3, right? But until Yahawashi brought us all out, Lord willing, we remain. That brought glory, man, brings glory and joy to a brother, man. As long as we see you continuing in the faith, remaining in the faith, not just speaking. All right. So that was it on there. That was it on Psalms 105. But going back to Ecclesiastes or Sirach 16 and verse 13, the sinner shall not escape with the spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrate. Right? So the sinner shall not escape with his spoils. So you got these 2/3 that they're storing up all these different things, these storehouses or businesses. They think they got this 401k set, locked in, right? But not realizing that Yahawashi is gonna shut all that down, man. All right, they're not gonna escape with their spoils, man. They're not gonna escape with their wrongdoings. They're not gonna get away from the judgment of Yahawashi, man. You know, these scriptures are true, man. Yahawashi even says it. He's gonna gather all those things that offend in his kingdom and burn them up, basically. You know, that's truth, man. That's part of truth. Right? It says, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated, right? Because we know that we're waiting on the judgment of Yahawashi, and it's gonna come, brothers. Any man that rises up against you, just wait. Just be patient. You ain't gotta. The Most High knows our hearts, man. He knows what He has to do. You don't even have to ask. You can ask. Don't get me wrong. The scriptures say to pray, ask, but He already knows before you even ask, man. He knows. We know through the scriptures. Just by our thought process, the Most High knows what. And sometimes it's better not to ask for the things that you think you should be asking. Just wait, and it'll come. It'll happen in its time. Right? We know the judgment of Yahawashi is real. We know that the Most High is gonna shut down motherfuckers and kill motherfuckers, right? But sometimes it's not always needful to really ask for it. Just let the Most High work. He'll work the work, man. He's gonna work in the days that you shall not believe, right? Like these people. Let's see where that one is. This is Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work in your days, which ye shall not believe, though it be told you. You see? So the work that is being worked is shall not be believed unless it be told to you. Now you're going to see that Yahawashi is bringing judgment upon you, man. Now you're going to realize and think about it. You know, it says, for lo, I rise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwellings that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Right? It's all going into all these different nations coming in, destroying Jake, man. You know, the Syrian Empire, right? The Medo-Persian Empire. All right, Romans, and now today it's Esau all over again, man. Going by the name of the United States of America. All right. So the Most High is working a work in your days that you shall not believe unless it be told to you. So it's being told to you. You know. You gotta have faith, brothers. This is going back to Sirach 16, and real quick it says, "And the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated." Now, what does that bring to mind, man? Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. You see? So Esau's going to go into captivity. He's going to be killed with the sword. These 2/3 are going to go bending into captivity while we're in captivity. And then we're being killed by the sword, right? But primarily speaking about the other nations. But that's the patience and the faith of the saints, to see the ungodly destroyed. Even the 2/3, man, because the 2/3 are oppressive towards us, man. They're at opposition of Yahawashi. And if you can't realize that, then you're a damn blind fool. Because it shows you in the media, man. It shows you in their movies. It shows you in their commercials. It shows you in the music. All right? It shows you in your daily life, man, how these people react, how they act. It says, Sirach 16 and 14, make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works. That's right, man. So everything that we do, that's according to how Yahawashi is going to judge us, man. You know? So you can't just take that one scripture, for example, You'd be like, see, that's what the Most High has mercy. Yeah, he does, but he's telling you in between the lines and outside of those lines what to expect if you go outside of that mercy, man. If you go outside of that grace, expect a swift damnation, man, a swift judgment. All right? He's not going to let you people escape from the things that you've done, man. That's why I read just a while ago in Sirach 16. He marvels that if one escape, man, unpunished, a stiff neck, you know, the proud, you know. That's why great miseries are going to come into the city, man, it's because of pride. Let me hold on to that. All right, hang on. Get these scriptures lined up. All right. This is in the book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see? And that's talking about when martial law is implemented, or even just example for this man. He may be like, oh, okay, that ain't nothing big, you know, it just happened. You know, I got money, I can fix it, right? You know, it ain't no big deal. But not knowing that it can be something bigger than that, man. It could be something bigger, and as time goes on, he's gonna see his money drop, right? He's gonna see his money drop, you know, depending on what he got. He may have insurance or whatever, right? He may have a GoFundMe, you know, but it's still a swift witness against it because Yahawashi can make that motherfucker stop functioning, man. All right, like I said, the city can come in and find all kinds of stuff, man. It can find mold in that motherfucker. It can find something that's detrimental to the customer. All right, that's not fitting the guidelines of the city, and shut it down, man. They don't give a shit, you know. So it's you can be very afraid, man, especially when the time keeps going and you start seeing your money, your account go down. Shit, you know. Esau will tell you straight up in big businesses that they're serious about their money, man. That if they gotta cut the people off that don't want to be there, they're gonna cut you off. They'll get rid of you. They don't care, as long as it's gonna save them from their families and shit like that, from not eating. You see what I'm saying? They'll do anything they got. They'll do whatever they got to do to get rid of your ass, man. Cause like I said, what it boils down to is that money. It boils down to their table. All right. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see? It says, and men shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? But real quick right here, look, it says, behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, right? Which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves against one another and repay the kings the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus said Yahawashi, man. You see, as they had done unto my chosen, man. It always goes back to the elect. It always goes back to the word, man. The Most High will bring a swift judgment upon you, man. You know, the Most High saw it one time. He winked at it. He's like, all right, I saw it, but I ain't gonna do nothing yet. I won't fuck with you yet. I'll give you a space of repentance, right? It's like when he called the cops on me, right? This man that owns this restaurant, he called the cops on me a couple of years ago. The Most High winked at it, but that time of winking, or that time of ignorance is up, man. Now he's calling all men to repentance. All right. Now look, going on a month. Now look, you know. Hey, he might come back. You know, it don't matter. The point is, it's still a judgment. You know, he can turn into something worse. That's why it's vital to us brothers to take heed to these examples, man. To take heed to these videos, to these epistles, and realize what's really being conveyed to you, man. Because this ain't no game, man. People think it's a fucking game because we're out here standing, we're speaking with words, we're functioning in life still. But Yahawashi is not playing, man. In the real men of the Lord, they're not playing. They don't fucking around. We're not playing. I'm not playing around. All right. It says, going back to you know what? Since I was on that topic of pride, this is in the book of Sirach, chapter 10. Sirach 10 and 5. It says, in the hand of Yahweh is the prosperity of man. See? So Yahawashi decides if you're going to continue, if you're going to prosper. That's why the scriptures are there, that he shows favor unto the wicked. He causes the rain to fall upon the good and the bad. Right? Because we're all under the same, the moon, the stars, the sun. Right? But the Most High, how is he going to deal with you all the way to the end? Is what you need to think about. The future. Okay? So it says, in the hand of Yahweh is the prosperity of man, and upon the persons of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Okay? Be not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. So like I said, that example, Yahawashi winked at him. He's been winking. He's like, all right, I see it, but I'll let you slide. I'm not going to get you right now. Because the Most High is long suffering. But it's going to come a day where that's going to cease. It's not going to, the Most High ain't going to do that no more. All right? And that's what these individuals done, man. Esau primarily, that's what he's done. Is that he's he did overkill, man. He's went overboard with us, with the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, and didn't cease, man, and still ceases to do that. So that's why he's gonna get the greater condemnation. All right. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Right, pertaining to these individuals, they that's what they do. They practice injurious practices, hateful. They think hateful thoughts towards us. They wish us, like King David said, they wish and whisper against him and say, let a disease cleave unto him. Meaning that they hope he dies, man. Right? If they did it to David, how much more are they going to do it to us? If they put Yahawashi to death, how much they're going to do it to us, man? So they work injurious practices. They practice that, man, in the thought process. It says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. And this man committed iniquity. Not realizing it, man. You know? It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You see, and that's talking about the earth is going to be given into the hands, into the authority over the elect, man, under Yahawashi, under King David, under Yahawashi. All right. So we're going to be given over this land, man. We're going to give everything in the solar system, everything, man, as inheritance, as to be ruled righteously. You see, not like these people out here that are doing it unrighteously, man. You know, their work is evil, stiff-necked, proud. You know, it says, why is earth and ash proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such a one setteth his own soul to sell. See? So this man, you know, could easily, the Most High could put him in a situation where he has to pay, bring him close and bring him to a fucking court, you know, where he ain't going to be looked at as that one anymore. He's going to be that just another nigga in the street, another Mexican in the street, you know, owing all types of money, even he can't even pay it in return because he got a lien, he got whatever it was, and he wasn't able to recover out of that. Yahawashi can destroy your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how Yahawashi operates. But he can also bless you, but you have to do what? You have to do the things that we're doing, man. Because we know that we have to bear the indignation of the Lord. We know we're going to be chastised and tested, tried, right, to be purged of on things that Yahawashi sees that are not right. But these people don't consider those things, man. They think that the Most High is just supposed to just the Most High owes them something. The Most High don't owe you nothing, man. That's why he gave you laws, statutes, commandments on how to escape the situation, poverty, to escape the certain things that you go through, drugs, demonic thoughts. You know, you got to stay within the guidelines, man. You got to stay within Yahawashi, the spirit, man. But people call these things to themselves. They made a covenant with death. You know what I'm saying? They've done this thing to themselves, man. It says, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels, man. He casted away his integrity. You know, his fear that he had towards Yahawashi, that he knew he should have towards Yahawashi, man. Cast away his bowels, man. Shit, he was more about that money, man. He was more about to be admired by the people, like Esau. He was more admired about his own belly, you know, instead of giving all honor and glory to Yahawashi, man. He never had the mindset of this right here. This is Proverbs 30 and 6, or 30 and 2. Two things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of Yahweh in vain. See? That's what they don't consider, man. Because the Most High, we know that one day we can be high and then the next we can be low. But we have to remain that integrity. We got to know that we still got to keep the faith of Yahawashi, man. Because no matter how hard we try, Esau can do whatever he wants at a job. Things happen within the economy, with the stock market. You know, they'll cut people. You know, whatever type of industry you're in. It could be in fast food. You could be at fucking a McDonald's, and because of that one thing that they find in that one restaurant in your city, they could shut that shit down for months, man, and everybody be out of a job. And when you go to unemployment, it can only go for so long until you exhaust your benefits. It ain't gonna be as long as the business is out. They're gonna give you up to a certain amount, and after that, it's done. They did their part. So that means that you're gonna have to be forced to go and find a job because you exhausted your benefits, man. You know? You gotta be you gotta understand the way the Most High operates, man. It says the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. You know? You can be high and have the biggest corporation type business, the Most High will bring it to a halt, man. It will cease to exist. A king today, tomorrow he dies, man. Esau rules the earth, the so-called white man, and tomorrow he's gonna die. Meaning that the tomorrow is when Yahawashi returns, man.